everyone, Colleen here. I just wanted to share this little card with you today. It's using a beautiful stamp set called Delicate Flower, and this is it here. It's an M size stamp set. It's only $4.50, but it's so beautiful. I mean, there it is at the bottom of a card there being coloured in, and over on this page they've actually used it in a whole page. Doesn't it look fantastic? It is such a beautiful little stamp set. I mean, it just makes such a wonderful little background. So I'm going to show you how to use it today, well, how I use it, I should say. This was a card I made this for my youngest daughter for her birthday. Hope she doesn't watch this because she doesn't know that yet. And this was one I made for my eldest daughter, but I haven't put the happy birthday on that one. When I made it up, I sort of left it plain. So that's what they look like. This one's done in Bashful, and this one here is done in Lagoon. And I've offset it slightly on the black so that it looked like it had a shadow. And I don't know if you can see it, but I've actually used the gold glitter pen to go over the edge of the numbers and around the edge of the cardstock. So that's what I'm going to show you today. But I'm actually going to turn this into a Mother's Day card. We'll be doing it in the Lagoon. So the card measures 5.5 by 4 1/4. The black is 5 1/4 by 4 inches. The Lagoon is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. The white is 3.5 by 4 3/4. The piece of ribbon is about 5 inches long, and then I tied a bow out of another piece the same so I could put it onto the end. So they're the pieces we'll be using today. I just realised I haven't got a card ready. That's not smart, is it? And I've put them down somewhere and I can't remember. Oh, here they are. They're not far away. So it's just a standard size card that we'll be using today. So there we go. I'm all ready now. I would have had a spaz after. Right. So what we're doing, before we stamp on here, we'll actually cut out our words. Now you have a choice. This is our beautiful new numbers thin cuts. So they're just called block numbers, and I think they're wonderful. I love them. And I've tidied them up, but they get a pounding. And then we have our beautiful alphabet one, block alphabet too. And it's got a second layer in there, so that you've got, I can't open it up, so that you've got the whole alphabet there, so you can see that. I won't pull it out because it'll just get, oh, it's got stuck. There we go. So this is our alphabet and our numbers. Our numbers are 45, the alphabet's 99, but I'll tell you what, they're brilliant. They're 1.5 inches tall. It's a beautiful set and I love using it. So what I'm going to do is bring up the big shot onto the table, and we're going to cut the words mum out of the black and the blue. Right, so first of all I'll use the black. I did try cutting them all out at once, but it made one lot a bit, how can I put it, a bit sort of not quite as nice as I would have liked it to look. So I thought, right, just do it the once. So, but we have to cut twice on each piece because of the letter M. If you had someone's name that you can't have too many letters on this one. If you were going across the card you could, but because we're going up and down, so that's alright. I'll just put this. Now it doesn't matter that you're cutting out of the middle of your card because you're going to cover it, so who's going to see it? And I just thought if you were using a beautiful piece of glitter paper or something and you didn't have enough to do the letters of the alphabet or the numbers, just cutting it out of the center allows you to then have all that you need without losing any, you know, not being able to have the right color letters on. So and we're going to be placing onto also the 1.5 inch oval onto the blue. I don't know if you can see that, so it'll just look like that. So it's just all in the middle. Roll it through. Lift it off. Punch out all our letters. We don't need the U anymore, or the oval. And I'll just cut out the other M. and we're nearly finished. They call this step toeing, but I just think, well, you know, sometimes you're not going to see it, so does it really matter? There you go. So now we'll put that down. We don't need that anymore. Oh yes, we do. I told a fib. I didn't cut out a piece of white. Well, I hope I've got a bit of scrap. Yes, I do. Oh, we need to cut out a little white oval. I feel like a baked noodle at the moment. So we just might as well cut that out. So we're cutting out a 1-inch oval as well, just in a piece of white. You can't cut that out of the white piece because that's the top layer. So you just need a little bit of extra white. And that's it, done. Let's get rid of this now. Now let's put all this together. This is such an easy card. So we're just going to go around the edge of our blue, put that on, mat that onto our black, and that will have like a 1/4 inch border all the way around. And we're going to mount that onto our white card. It does look a bit weird with the things cut out of it. Did I just run out? Oh no. So we'll place that onto the front of our card, like so. And then we'll put that aside, and now we're going to stamp onto here. I'll just move all my letters and that over here so I don't lose them. Now we're just going to stamp onto here. I'll just use a piece of scrap paper, and we're going to be using, I don't want that one, the black ink again. Oh, titch. Nearly forgot. There go all the cards. That'll be fine. Right, so I've just put the foam underneath so that I've got something nice to stamp onto. Now, a lot of people think that they need to butt this up and overlap it. It's not that kind of stamp set. You just go down, stamp, and lift. And repeat. Now you just look through and you go next to it. You don't overlap it. And the same again, so you just come up and stamp. And again. One down the bottom. And another one over here. And there it is, already stamped on, and yet it doesn't look like, it looks like it's a piece of bought paper. That's what I like about it. If you want, you can colour it in now at this point, but I liked the black and white look. I thought it was rather effective. I'll move that out the way. Now we're going to place our ribbon onto it, so I'm going to just add some adhesive here and here, so that when I decide where it's going to go, I think I'll put it about 1 inch up. So if I just tuck that there, go across and tuck that under, there it is, set in place. Should be about 1 inch up. Well, give or take a bit, it'll do. Now we'll just adhere this to the, nope, she's finally run out. I knew it was going to happen. Where did I put the other one? Oh, there. I do love this tape runner. It's beautiful, beautiful to use. So now we'll just adhere that. Yep, look like a drunk lady put this one on. Maybe it's not crooked, maybe it's just looking at the letters that are crooked. Oh, I know what I didn't do. We're going to take our gold brush and get it working, and then we're just going to paint around the edge of the blue. All I want to do is just add a little bit of gold shimmer. You don't have to colour the whole thing in. Just go around the edge of the blue. Might need a little bit more. There we are. That's better. Ooh. There we are. So it's all the way around. Take our, and it's only a 1/8 of an inch. Actually, it's not. It's a 1/16 of an inch border all the way around. So it'll sit like that. And then I'm going to get a some glue dots. This poor one lost its middle. Add a glue dot to the back of the bow and attach that to the front of the card. And then I'm going to get my piercing tool and add one more glue dot just underneath, just to hold it into place. So if I put that about here, put them away, don't leave them on the bench. Now we will take our little bits and I'm going to add some 3D foam to this one. Now I'll just cut this in half. And I'm going to add that just onto here, like so. And then I'm going to paint it and then leave it for a few minutes while because I wanted to have that look of the ribbon. So the ribbon's got the gold in it and I wanted the other bit to have that look too. So now we'll take our word mum and we're going to use our 3D foam dots again, wherever I've just put them. And I'm going to cut them up into little strips. And then I'm going to take them off and attach them to my letters. I'll put this one under the U. Oh, I left the other bit behind. That wasn't smart. You don't need a lot on it, it's only just for height. You don't have to cover the whole thing in 3D foam. I just have to get some more. You want 2 bits. That bit can go there, and that bit can go there. Now, before I attach those, I'm going to stick these down, the black letters. Actually, I might do the U first, and then have. So, one of the ladies had done it, and she'd put mum on a bit of a curve, and it looked really good. So I'll put our U in the middle. Put our M there. Our other M over here. And then we're going to offset these slightly on the top. So you just want to put it on and bring it down just a little bit so that the black pops up through the back of it. That makes it look like it's got a shadow underneath. Kick that off. And our last one. And there we are. Now we'll just stamp onto here. And I'm stamping Happy Mother's Day onto this one. Yep, it's going to fit. Ka-ching! I didn't check that beforehand. Oh, black ink again. If you want, you could use the Lagoon, but I'm going to go for the black. Oh, excuse my head. Yep, that'll do nicely. Bit of adhesive onto that, and then I want to place this off to this point on this side. And there you have it. A nice Happy Mother's Day card, or you can have a birthday card. So it's really your choice what you choose to put on it. Like I said, this one's done in Bashful, this one's Lagoon. You could do it in any colour you like, and I've got a colour in the letters. So you're just adding a bit of the gold shimmer brush to the letters. So that in the daylight, in the sunlight, they'll glitter. Yep. I hope you enjoyed this little card. Till next time, keep on creating, and bye for now.